welcome to the fan and follow-up episode for What Happened to You. This is the episode where we look at what the fans thought and any follow-up from the What Happened to You book cycle.
And away we go.
So do
we have no
start with
feedback.
Cyndi Lauper?
Do you want to start with Cyndi Lauper?
Follow-up.
Yeah.
Follow-up was that my intention was to do listen this whole morning while doing my setup all alone, doing wonderful alone things.
Right.
But then the puking and the diarrhea began at 5:45 this morning.
Not your puking and diarrhea.
Not mine, my child's. So I woke up to being thrown up on.
Sorry. During the episode, I think it was Kim and Meredith put a challenge to Leah that Leah said she didn't like Cyndi Lauper, and they said that they loved Cyndi Lauper, and so
Maybe
they said to her to listen to the whole album. So I guess that didn't happen.
When you listen to
She's So
the
Unusual.
album, She's So Unusual,
Is the album.
try to guess which song was written by Prince. It's good to guess. To think about it ahead of time.
One of the songs.
See, next challenge.
Prince writes a lot of music for people, as does Christina Aguilera.
He does, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that about Christina Aguilera.
Apparently Lady Gaga wrote a lot of Britney's work when Britney was like back in the day.
I actually indulged in the Britney Spears documentary on Netflix.
Yeah,
Check it out.
I watched there was a couple at the same
There
time.
was two, yeah?
Yeah, I watched Framing Britney Spears. Is the Netflix
don't think I watched
the
that one.
Netflix doc
What
is
was-
not that, right?
No, I don't believe it is.
I'm gonna watch it then too. No indulge
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah, I just found
'Cause
it
I'm
fascinating. I
interested.
didn't want to give into it, and then I did.
No, I
just
think the whole
wanted to
thing's kind
know.
of fascinating.
It is. I just
I
get
know.
drawn to things that have trauma in them. Honestly, there's something wrong with me. Like if I get wind of, I'm like, what? Someone's being victimized? I'm like all in.
I'm watching it.
I am.
I'm
Right.
watching it.
Oh, here's a good one. So, on YouTube, someone commented on Seeing Red episode 1, periods, menopause, boobs, and feminine health. They wrote, great video, some really interesting information. Amazing to see other inspiring women on here sharing their knowledge and experiences. It's very appreciated. Completely agree that we need to talk about these things more. Hope you enjoy my content too. She started a series on her channel about her crazy menopause experience because she started her period again at 50.
Oh.
Again?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
I would
Right?
like to tune in and check this lady out.
And what's
Yeah.
her
That's
guys are
Kara's
like-
like anything that might be traumatic.
Quite literally.
They came back
Yeah.
with it. Tell me more.
I was like, I want to hear about your pain.
It's crazy.
You have struggles? What?
In the show notes, if people want to see, and it's Liv Fit Freedom is her channel.
Okay.
And we can put in the show notes. And I sent it in the link to all you guys. That's pretty cool,
Oh,
right?
that's so nice that
That's-
she's supporting us, and that hopefully we can support her as well. And man, we're all getting to that menopause thing. So I sure hope I don't finish my period and restart it at 50. Oh my goodness.
I would be like relieved, right? Oh, okay, fine, it's over. Right? And then it comes back and you're like, wait a minute. Nobody said this was an option.
Yeah.
Like I'm done.
I think the Menopause Manifesto does say it's an option.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, it's important to read up then.
Really?
I've
I
only
feel-
started it though, but I want to look. It's a real bookmark.
Can you hold up the cover so that we can see?
That's on topic.
I'm going to read that.
Oh my God.
Thank
I was
you.
thinking-
graphic-
So we're like all
The
into
graphic
it.
is a bullhorn. I thought it was a tampon.
Yes, I need to read it, I think, because my last 2 migraines have lasted 2 days.
Oh man.
Yeah, and they're definitely
I don't like that.
hormonal-based, but they're
Yeah.
brutal. Like to the point where no medication's working and my eyes are just like literally closing while I'm like, like at one point I just like yelled at my husband. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do dinner. I have to go to bed immediately. And he's like, what? And my eyes are like slowly closing.
Oh my God.
I I gotta get
In
my
5,
feel.
4, 3, 2.
Before my eyes close.
You like dive for your bed just as the last closure.
My clothes on and everything. I was like, because I don't know if I'm gonna make it. And he's like, okay. That I didn't. I was like, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
Sarah.
need to read that because the solutions I was doing before with Kristen Kirchmeier that really worked is not cutting it anymore. So
No.
Oh.
Yeah, my
Like, it
guess
needs
is you
come
probably
with
have
a
to.
contraption to hold your eyes open.
Yeah, or like you
in a
gotta.
Clockwork Orange.
It's the estrogen drop right before your period that's causing the migraine. Because I used to get it.
yeah, 1 week before my period.
Replacement.
Yeah, 1
Yeah.
week before
So
my
you need to
period, I'd be like,
somehow get your estrogen levels up in whatever natural way you can that week.
So a
Because
lot
I
of
even
soy.
double up on my estrogen dose that week, so that and now I don't get any migraines. Period. Ever. I haven't had a migraine in forever, just because I just know the pattern.
keeping
Yeah,
track of
you
my
need to
migraines based on my-
specifically because it sounds like the rest of the month your estrogen or your just levels are fine. It's just that. So I
1
guess
week
just look
prior.
up foods that really, soy, a lot of soy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'll try. There's things everywhere in every part of the world that
Mm.
equal the same thing. So I just have to figure out what it is here. Like when she
Mhm.
was like spirulina and I did moringa, that worked really great. Right?
Mhm.
This book is super duper helpful. And until we narrow down what foods contain rich sources of estrogen, you could 1 week prior significantly reduce any meat, because meat is connected in with estrogen levels.
Estrogen makes it go up. Meat makes your estrogen levels go up.
Consuming meat impacts estrogen levels.
Up or
So
down,
at the
though?
very least,
In up or down though.
I don't remember. I'd have to read that
Yeah, because
paragraph.
it's important.
That's a problem.
Maybe all meat.
Oh,
all
right,
meat or
because
no meat?
We want her to get an estrogen boost.
a boost.
So we need to know if meat gives it or not, or takes it away.
What
Taketh
book?
away.
What's the book, Kara, that you're reading
Oh.
or looking at? Can you say it
The
so we can
hormone-
people can hear
The
it?
Hormone
Diet.
Reset Diet by Sarah Gottfried or Gottfried, MD. I'm sorry. I'm butchering
I'm
the name.
so bad at pronouncing names too. I'm just like, I don't want to say this out loud. because I know it's wrong.
Gracious.
And I don't want to insult the people, right? Like, although ironically, people mispronounce my name all the time, and it doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Don't forget then, because that's probably the standard.
Right.
People are like, whatever, I'm used to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so if I'm supposed to have meat, I'll have more meat. If I'm supposed to have less meat, I will eat less meat. Kara, so you're saying you think I should eat less meat, but you're not sure.
She doesn't know.
Please, so I'm just double checking because you know me with retaining facts. It's it's not
There is
exactly
a fact
100%.
in there somewhere. We don't know.
So for myself, I would want to observe meatless time because I don't want my estrogen to spike. I'm good with estrogen, but for you, it might be a fun experiment to try increasing
It
your
does sound
meat
fun.
consumption because it will boost your estrogen. It's going to impact your microbiome, which is what causes the spike in the estrogen.
I need to eat more meat.
Eat more meat.
I just have this vision of you just like eating like drumsticks with like a
I know,
ham.
do
You're not
it.
gonna eat a ham, but like just drumsticks and like chicken wings and just like
Go
Lots
all
of
in.
meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Document it.
It made me think of,
Document it.
You should do a time lapse.
So there you
You're
go.
doing a time lapse with your other time lapse of Sarah eating meat.
World's biggest steak.
Yum.
Yeah.
That's good.
There's a pub down the street from my house where they're challenging people to eat a 2-pound burger with like it's more than that too. It's got toppings on it and like whatever, but it's like a whole head of lettuce and like 5 pounds of tomato. It's just crazy how much it is.
like a loaf of
You have
bread.
you have to
for, like,
order
a
it 2 days in advance.
So they can get in all
So they
the
make sure that they have the
supplies.
ingredients. Yeah. And if you
Yeah,
eat it
that's
all, you get
great.
it for free. Otherwise it costs like $40.
And you also
It
get
is
a heart attack
Massive
involved with that.
stomach ache.
And a giant surge in estrogen.
Is that on the advertisements, Kim?
Yeah. Need estrogen? We've got you covered.
Covered.
They need to put that.
They have to.
Got estrogen, right? Instead of got meat.
The movie you're thinking of, Sarah's Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck.
Yeah, Uncle
No,
Buck.
it's not.
That's another sister moment. She's like, "What's
Wait,
that?"
it's
I'm
not
like,
Uncle Buck.
No,
Isn't
it's
it?
not.
Not Uncle Buck.
it's The Great
Giant
Outdoors.
The Great Outdoors.
The Great Outdoors.
It's
Great
Uncle
very
Buck is
slow.
where he makes the
I'm gonna-
giant pancakes
Pancake.
that he uses a shovel to
yeah.
flip, and that's
But
always
the Great
my favorite
Outdoors
part.
is the giant T-bone steak with all the
The gristle. He's
Grizzle.
like, you have it. I love it. He's like, yeah.
But Sarah loves that. She loves it.
Sarah
So
loves
flavorful.
grizzle.
Sarah
When I was
does.
a kid, I used to save the fat to the end because I liked it so much.
He loves it too. Yeah.
My kids like to
Yeah.
eat bones. Like, if we have like drumsticks or whatever, they'll eat the ends off the bones.
Remember
I'm
that
like,
neighbor we had that used to eat the brick wall?
Yes. Yes. And my mom would be like, she was like, don't eat the mortar. Don't eat our house. And the kid, I don't know, they like the graininess or something. And they
He would
don't
like
think-
pick it off.
Don't eat the mortar.
Is this for real?
Yeah.
What is this?
It's
poor
just like, you
kid?
know, when people eat glue and scabs.
was that
His was
Mark?
mortar.
That was Mark,
who eats
right?
scabs?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
I don't think we should say his name.
Well,
He should
nobody
remain-
knows his last name.
It was it was Glenn or Blair. I can't remember which one.
I think it was Blair.
I don't know. But you know what? To their defense, I used to like to eat whatever. I once tried to eat a rock. I was like, I wonder how long it would take me to eat this rock. And so I would just like
Birds do it.
chew on it for weeks, and it turns out you can't. So I
I
gave
chew
up
on it for
eventually.
weeks.
I did. I
Maybe
used
you
to
just
eat-
didn't try hard enough.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing here.
That's what I-
I'll have
that's
my
our takeaway.
You gave up too
You're a
soon.
giver upper.
Still had my teeth.
Yeah.
I remember once in primary
Oh my
school,
God.
I was second grade and I was like a super, super shy child. I have a memory of the anxiety I had by putting up my hand because I couldn't finish the art project because the person sitting next to me ate all our glue. Eventually the teacher's like, yes. And I was like, I can't finish my project. And she was like, why? No, here you go. And I was like I was
I ate all the glue. Like, you don't want to tell on them, but you're like, I don't have any more glue because this kid ate all of it.
I like
can't
that
finish
you're that's like the hierarchy of importance. Like the shyness was outdone by your needing to complete a task.
Pretty much.
Totally. I can't take this off my list. I'm
Yeah,
now
like
willing
you
to
couldn't
say
take it off
something.
your list, so you were like, "Okay,
I-
shyness, it's our time. Goodbye."
Betsy.
But you spent the rest of the time before that watching the kid eat the glue.
Yes.
conflict avoidance.
Because that
Yeah.
the shyness superseded the conflict aversion.
Yeah, you do you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do you, kid. But just leave me enough glue to finish this
Yeah.
project.
Gross.
Oh, I can't even handle your guys' stories. I can't.
Oh, that's
handle it.
so-
The
Part of the
mortar.
Book interrupted.
Option today is, when you have a nap and you wake up from a nap and you're like super cozy, and then you pick up your book, you just lean over and grab your book, and then you start reading, and you're like in that almost like you're just not quite asleep, but you're like just waking up, and so you just basically go from this like dream state right into the like world of the book. So you feel so just like zen and relaxed and like into this new world, and you don't even realize where you are. It's just lovely.
Book interrupted.
I
Oh,
just
that's
started
cute.
rereading Pride and Prejudice.
Oh.
So, because I like to watch the BBC thing when I'm feeling blue, you should read this book because it's obviously making you really happy. And I was like, that's totally right. So that's why I have a bookmark in here because I just started reading it again last night.
I've never read any of them. Sorry, guys. It's really not my style. I've never wanted to. I keeping like, well, maybe one time I'll read it because I know you guys love it, but no.
Once
Never
you get
either.
into it, like
I'm with
the
you, Swipes.
absurdity and the wit, and it's just like the characters are so absurd. It's so good.
I watched
So
all the
good.
movies. I don't know if I've watched the BBC movies.
It's the best.
I think for the most part, books are always better than movies because they really
Sure,
have
of
to
course.
cut out things in the book that maybe you just love, but they have to cut them out because you can't keep all the different. Like a book will bring in things like characters that maybe aren't really necessary to the main plot of the story. They just add to the book, but they cut them out of the movie because they're like, we don't need this storyline because it's not really important to these main characters. Even though it has like depth to the book.
Did you guys ever read Girl on a Train? The Girl on the Train?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the movie, you're just like, what? Like, are these even the same thing? It's like, poor Emily Blunt. She got tricked. She's been had.
And also because you don't get the inner monologue as easily.
Yeah. It's like how they redid Gone Girl. Like that's hard. It's hard to do that because it's all you're reading their inner thoughts and.
Oh, see, I didn't even know there was a book of that. And the movie seemed pretty good.
Well, the book's very
I find Neil
different.
Patrick Harris scary. Anyone? Doogie?
In Gone Girl, yes.
Yeah, that's why he was chosen.
But in everything,
because-
he's in, he really. Oof.
Even in like.
How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, I haven't seen that show
Ever.
Oh,
like I
that's a
know that
good
his
show.
character is kind of like a
Legend.
sleazy womanizer, right? Yeah. No, he's terrible.
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. Isn't that,
Well, he just plays
That's
himself
his
as a drug addict,
comeback.
doesn't he? He's just
Yeah.
himself as a drug
Yeah.
addict. Yeah.
He's a musical theater star too.
Mm-hmm.
Was he?
He's in all the things.
Hoodwink.
Oh, and the
Hoodwink?
Angry Inch.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what he was in. One of those, anyways. Or
Hedwig.
like that was one of the things. Hedwig.
Hedwig.
like
That
the
seems
owl?
seems redundant.
I think it's
Yeah,
Hedwig. I'm
head
sure
wig.
it's-
Yeah, of course. You don't have to say head and wig. I know where the wig goes.
Unless it's what is it called?
Oh.
A merkin.
What's a merkin?
What the Merkin?
Ooh. In movies, when they have to have, let's say 70s style pubic hair, there's a wig for that.
And it's called a merkin.
No,
I think it's called a merkin.
no.
That's awesome.
Is it called a merkin, Lindsay?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called a Merkin. Yeah.
I love
Get
that.
the fudge out of town.
My task for all of you is to go Google Merkin and then look at the images. It's very interesting.
How do you spell
Nice.
merkin?
On it.
With a U or an E?
Merkin.
Maybe it could be
Oh.
Word Wednesday. The merkin.
I think that's
There
very
we go.
important, actually, because
I think it's
I learned it
necessary at
today.
this point.
And maybe consider
Package.
getting your loved one a merkin for Valentine's Day.
There you
a
go.
package for their package.
Nice.
Imagine if we looked into like Merkin's sponsorship.
I would love that.
And we made it.
I don't
And
need a
you can get
merkin.
one
I
with
can
a
grow my
book
own merkin.
You
with
get the
no
book
problem.
interrupted logo on the merkin.
Yeah.
Now I want to know: is there any real hair Merkins, or are they
Yes,
all
for
fake
sure.
hair?
Oh,
Yeah, like
Yes.
fancy.
That could be a side hustle.
I think I wanna go
is
synthetic.
the hair synthetic or yeah?
Yeah.
I want to go.
No, I
synthetic.
bet
I want to
there
go
is.
synthetic.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure you could buy real.
I
hair.
want to donate my own hair to the Merkin cause.
Yeah.
Pubic hair or head hair?
Pubes, obviously. Could you
How
imagine
long?
this on
Oh.
somebody's genitals?
How
I
long
can't.
does it have to be though? Because when you donate
How long
your hair
does it
for
have to
wigs, it has
No
to be a certain
problem.
length. If you donate if you cut your hair
It's
off,
true because there's
There's
all the
no length
weaving
I can't
in
grow
and
my
the threading.
pubes to.
it's gotta be what 6 or 12 inches if you donate your hair. So
And does
like,
it
how
have to
long
be
does your pubes have to
natural
be
or is
to
dyed
donate?
okay?
Dyed pubic hair?
People do it.
Really? I bet you that people
yes,
use that
people
just for
do
men
it.
if they get when they get grays in their pubes.
Oh, I don't
It
think you
seems
put
like that.
Or
chemicals
some people
close
just like to
I
do
agree.
fancy
specific
fun
areas.
colors.
Maybe it's just Merkins that they're putting on though.
True.
Maybe.
Could just be a
Now
Merkin.
that I know, now that I've been enlightened.
If you've enjoyed these video highlights, listen to the full episode on our YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcasts. Remember to like and subscribe and ring that bell to be notified when new episodes are published. Find out more by going to www.bookinterrupted.com.
Book Interrupted.
Never forget, Every child matters.